So today, we are reacting to the Ayesha Curry and Steph Curry, situation. Now, if you don't know who Ayesha Curry is, it's Steph Curry's wife. She constantly out here just saying things. She just sounding very ungrateful, bro. Like, sounding ungrateful, talking about, oh, I never wanted kids. I wanted a career. You know what I'm saying? Even though she owns multiple businesses. And you see, it's like some people have everything and still complain. And it's bad, bro. It's just bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see what happens in this video. You know what I'm saying? This is titled Ayesha Curry's cheek clapping situation is insane. This is by O'Shea Duke Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I check out some of his content from time to time. We're about to hop onto it. Like I said before, you know what I'm saying? I know the drill. Hit that like button, that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, man. We on the road to 7K subscribers. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it.
Ayesha Curry appeared on the Call Her Daddy podcast, and she said some pretty interesting things.
Call her daddy.
Four kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So, I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals, and I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
Now again, she's talking about her own.
I think the more she speaks, like, the more she just embarrasses Steph Curry, bro. I think she should stop talking. Like, word. Just be quiet at this point, because no matter what she says, it's going to get scrutinized, because you're under hot water, bro. She has been, actually, for like a couple years, she's been under hot water. Word. If we keep it in a buck. I think it's ever since she went on that, I don't know what show it was, I forgot the name of the show, but it was with, like, one of the twins and some other ladies. Some guy came out half naked, and she's like joking like this. Ever since that moment, she's just been embarrassing this man. And I was like, I don't even know how long that was. Maybe 2-3 years ago that was? Crazy.
Plans and how that got derailed. But again, this happened almost 2 months ago. But with this podcast, it is now resurfaced all over social media, and it's picking up traction again. And I believe the real reason why it is because of this.
Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too. And I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career
Like,
and I'm not
what?
like
Like, who
did you
says something like that? Like, I love being a mom too, but I want to figure something else out. I want to do something else for myself. She already does stuff. I'm confused, no? I'm generally confused as what she's talking about. She acting like she don't own multiple businesses, right? Is that not doing something else? I don't understand what she's talking about. And you just basically threw your kids under the bus too. Like, what?
I still experience that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this.
Yeah, you do need therapy if you constantly questioning what you have, like constantly wanting more even though you have everything already. Like, ungrateful. Like I said, ungrateful.
All of those things that were interesting about you. Even for yourself.
How could you not be grateful for the life that you have, bro? Like, especially in her shoes, she don't even have to work if she don't want to, bro. How could you not be grateful for what life gave you, what God gave you? She better stop before she lose it all.
Like,
Word.
even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what, like...
Because where you spend all these years talking about, I wanted more for myself, and this comes off as you complaining about your life. Now, if he leave you, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if he does, shit.
What are you doing?
Now, here Ayesha Curry is saying, listen, I'm still in therapy because, I had my own plans. I feel like I've lost myself. And this is why we see Ayesha Curry doing certain things like seeking male validation, wearing skimpy clothes, partying with her girls in Toronto without Steph. And of course, this looks like it's disrespectful. But ultimately, what Ayesha Curry is saying, I have my own plans. I lost a lot of myself. I'm now a mother. I have 4 kids. And people on the outside of the equation think like, but you're crazy. You're with like one of the best basketball players ever. You're filthy rich. You have it all. I mean,
If your D2C brand crossed,
But I guess that's just how some women are. Like, they will have everything and still try to ruin it.
things. But that doesn't necessarily discount her own experience. And people are now starting to weigh in on it.
Ayesha Curry is a perfect example of why it is so important to have a please. Go be a but be a safe hoe though. Like, protect yourself and don't get pregnant. That's why she's sitting over there feeling trapped with Steph Curry. Sometimes you gotta go through some stuff to really appreciate what you have. She probably ain't never been drugged through the mud by a dude. She probably never had a heartbroken time and time again. That's why she can't really appreciate what she has.
I hate, you gotta stop giving some people some platforms. Like, there should be something on apps when they say stupid shit. This should automatically take it down and terminate that account, bro. Because what the fuck is she talking about? She ain't never been put through, probably ain't never been heartbroken over and over again. Probably never did this, probably never did that. So life is supposed to run you through the mud for you to appreciate what you have in life? No, absolutely not.
It's like, I need something edgy. I need something fun. Like this mom stuff.
Toxicity is
being
fun.
married to Steph Curry, this shit is boring.
Bro.
And now she's really rebelling. She want to be
That's
in
why
the streets.
I bet you this woman is
desired by
single.
other men. She probably
I
wanted.
bet you this woman is single, bro. 100%. What the fuck is she talking about? Nah, gang. Something wrong with her. Something is literally wrong with this woman. Like, cause what?
something with another man, because she probably never experienced that. Like, when did they get together? Like high school or something? That is not enough time to be out in the world and do stuff and experience stuff. Like, you don't have to experience a whole lot, but I don't think she experienced anything at all. And now she's tied down, married with kids. You can't go do your thing right now unless you go do your thing and run the risk. Like, you ain't just no Lucinda from down the block. You're Ayesha Curry. If you gonna mess with anybody, trust me, we gonna know about it.
Aha, we get it though. Phase. Now this phase, if you can define it, is a particular phase where women are single, typically young, and they're not necessarily having, but it could include having sex, or dating, or both with multiple men. Basically finding out about themselves, and then if you go through these guys, many of them may be bad or not for you, then at the end of this particular phase, you will be able to appreciate the guy that you have, because you've been through so many guys, situations, and had your heart broke that you would
Like,
find
why
out
would
that
somebody
this
want
guy-
somebody ran through though? That's the thing. Like, that's nobody wants somebody that's ran through. Like, you've been through all this toxicity and shit. Now that you learned through all that, you come to me. Like, no. Like, who made that a rule, bro? Like, nah.
Steph Curry is the one for you. The problem with Ayesha Curry is because she's been with Steph since she was young, she has nobody to compare him to, which means that she is unsure of her own position. So to us, we think that something is wrong with her, but to her, this is the only guy that she knows about. So she doesn't understand what is really out there. And there are a lot of people who back this claim up.
And I don't even really think the issue with Ayesha Curry
I don't
is
even
her
want to hear
marriage.
any
I
of
just
these.
think that she's a woman that didn't get.
I don't want to hear any of these shit.
Even from a biological and evolutionary standpoint, a life of escapades with multiple men without any kind of emotional involvement is the antithesis of the female mating strategy. In other words, a woman sleeping around goes against natural law. Scarcity creates value, and girls are depleting their value by making themselves too easily available to men. They don't realize what's waiting for them at the end of an exciting 10 years or so. They're met with a ruined reputation and a slaughtered self-image. All of their encounters with men has led them to believe that all men want is one thing and that all men are the same, because her perception of men is now extremely skewed. For men who are looking for a woman to date or marry, understand that if her past is a trail of failed relationships and one-night stands, it's safe to draw a few inferences about whether or not she's really even worth your time.
Right.
Women,
See, this is a woman that got her head on straight, bro. They're not just pandering to women, bro. Like, where I like women like this that has sense, bro. Those other women that was talking, bro, have no sense, bro. Have a whole face. Like, that's dirty. It's disgusting. Like, what?
with the man they sleep with, and they develop an emotional connection, which is absolutely necessary from an evolutionary perspective. But this ability to bond stops coming into fruition when she repeatedly treats as nothing more than a physical need to fulfill, with absolutely no emotion.
Thanks to Restore. Any longer. If you're
Emotions involved.
Now, this lady has some strong points. She's saying, like, listen, women are not designed to go from man to man, because if they do, they're going to lack the ability to pair bond in the future. And so when you're in your phase, what you're doing is you're diminishing your self-worth or your worth to a man. Because if all of these men on your track record, whether you dealt with them sexually or not, but if you have dealt with them sexually, you have now diminished your value. So I said, look, let me think about this as, not a man that's from the manosphere community and just coming down real hard on Ayesha Curry. But let me think of it like this. I'm now 44 years old. If I was 24 years old and a man wanted to get married to his wife, what would I tell him? I'll tell him, hey man, before you get married, you probably want to get it out of your system. What does that mean? Well, you might want to go out there and clap it up. You might want to go out there and experience who you are as a man, deal with different women. And then once you get to where you are, you will understand that it's not really worth it, and you will settle down with one woman that you can stand. Got it. That's what I would say. And most of us would tell other men this. However, I'm not a woman. So is there some curiosity out there for women?
Of course, they always curious about stuff.
I believe that just like men, women want to get it out of their system.
Yeah.
They have needs, sexual needs. They need to find themselves. So if
Basically,
I need to
to
find
get
myself as a
like literally, like society, and this is bad to teach people, men or women. Like society literally teaches you, like, yo, if you try to get married at a young age, they're like, no, go find yourself, deal with multiple people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's bad, bro. Why is that the message, bro? Why is that the message? Just because you're getting married young, like, just because you're young, that don't mean you gotta be a freaking hoe and deal with mad people, bro. Like, that does not mean that. Like, just because you 24, 25, 26 getting married, that don't mean, oh my God, you're too young, slow down. You gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta be a hoe. Like, why? Why is that the message, bro? That's weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that's an awfully good age, 26, 27, 28 to get married, bro. You've had like a good 10 plus years to be a hoe, to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? If you find your person young, you find your person young and y'all work it out. That's what life is about. Man, woman, come together, build a life together. Not, oh, you sleep with this woman, 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 sleep with this man, 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 date. You know what I'm saying? Like, just have life run you through, and you just been through so much. Now you want to settle down? Nah.
As a man,
I'm good off that. You
understand.
might as well not do it at all, honestly. You just keep doing what you're doing. Don't get tired of it now because you wanted it in the first place. Don't get tired of it now. Just run through the whole world.
I'm doing it. But here's the problem, though, that women just don't understand. If I have 100 women in my life, but I'm successful, I have money, and I have built myself up, to a woman, that might be even more attractive. Because number one, it may have meant that, well, this guy is more valuable. Two, he may or may not have a level of sexual experience. And, hey, he has some level of things that he can deal with me, and he's the desirable man. This is not to say that every woman thinks like this, but if you can look at every guy who has a lot of money, who has a lot of women, or has hell lot of women, most women will not say, well, you know what? I don't want to deal with him because he has so many women.
Right. I've never heard
You'll
I've never heard a woman say that. That's a fact. Like, I never heard a girl say, "Yo, I don't really like him. He has too many women around him. He like too many, like, he deal with too many girls." I've never heard that before, ever, bro. So that's a good sign, bro. Like, never in the history of ever when women said that before at all.
Sometimes,
At least
but
I haven't
not all
heard
the
that.
time. But if you flip it to what a man can understand, if a man understands that you have many men, and of course, this is why women lie about body count. Why do women lie about body count? Because no woman wants to go onto a man and say, "You've had 47 dudes."
Yeah.
The reason why
Facts.
and don't tell the truth, and they say 47, but now they say 4, is because they know that their worth is tied to their body count. And men do not like phases, all right?
No.
Because one thing about phases, if you were yesterday, you're probably a
whore today.
Look at Brittany Renner, which
There's
I
no
got
such
straight
thing as
because
a
I thought,
phase of
well,
being a hoe.
maybe she changed
You're
her
a-
life.
either you're a
Well,
hoe or you're
she
not.
tried to change her life, but a tiger doesn't change the stripes.
Stripes.
And so if a man thinks that you were back then he feels like that's just who you are.
Yeah.
If you're a woman and you're not, because that's not who you are, then you're not interested in just being with any man. You're interested in being with the man that you want or one man.
Right.
And that is what is respectable. Now, Ayesha Curry seems like she missed out, and it's okay to seem like you missed out. I know.
Like, it seemed like Ayesha Curry just want to get ran through. Like, that's what it seemed like to me. She curious about the streets. Like, she want to be in the streets. Very odd, very weird. How old is she? How the fuck you spell this shit? Ayesha Curry, right? She's 36 years old. 36. You want a whole face at 36? Trying to get ran through at 36 years old, gang? Oh, wow, she's Canadian, too? Wow. I didn't even know she was Canadian. That's crazy. But yeah, bro, like, what? I don't understand. I really don't understand, bro. She literally has it all. And she's curious about the streets. She's a Canadian-American chef, actress, and businesswoman. Beautiful woman, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful family, you know what I'm saying? One of the best basketball players in the world. Rich husband. But she still is curious about the streets. Don't understand it.
Guys have been married or with a girlfriend for a long time, and they feel like they missed out. And some people do not feel like they missed out. It just depends on the person.
Missing out on
I had
what? There's nothing in these streets, gang. What are you missing out on? Ain't nothing but wasted time and just, like, there's nothing in these streets, bro. Like, what is she so curious about? Ain't nothing out here.
key instructor in medical school. He was probably one of the brightest guys in Poland. He had every opportunity to leave the city that I was in and go to Germany or go to the UK and teach, or even the States.
They don't get it.
And he said
some people
he
think.
was fine where he was. And this guy was a PhD, medical doctor. He's one of the most brilliant lecturers I've ever seen in my life. Like, when he walked in the door, I mean, you were just amazed at his knowledge. But that just wasn't him. He was not, and still isn't, interested in more for himself. And maybe that could be some people in relationships. But Ayesha Curry definitely was. And the reality is that if Ayesha Curry did go through a phase, Steph Curry would have never wanted her.
Right.
That's the reason. The reason why he committed to her at such an early age
She wasn't, huh?
is because she didn't go through a phase.
Right.
If she had went through a phase like these women are suggesting, then she would have ended up like this.
And it's like, to me, right? If you wanted a whole, why didn't you do this shit when you were younger, bro? If that's what you wanted, like, thing is, like, women, they have choices, you know? Like, y'all have choices if y'all want to be a hoe or not. Don't get into a relationship for years and then years later be like, oh my God, I missed out. You could have just been in your whole face from the jump, but you see, problem is, you probably wouldn't have had the guy you have now. She wouldn't have had the life she had now if she was a hoe back then. You literally just said that, and that's a fact. But now you want it? It's crazy, bro. It is literally crazy.
is with nobody and broke. As the great economist Thomas Sowell once said, there are no solutions, only trade-offs. Again, there are no solutions, only trade-offs. And once you understand that, it all makes sense. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy
That's a
Ocean.
fact, bro. I don't know what's up, Ayesha Curry, bro, but she better stop before she lose Steph Curry, bro. I'm telling you that right now, you know what I'm saying? But let me know what you guys think about that video. Let me know what you guys think about this reaction video. Thank you for watching. More videos coming soon. You're going crazy. We stay going crazy with the videos. Stay consistent. The most consistent YouTuber on YouTube today. And I'm going to keep that going. I appreciate y'all for joining. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Okay.